When a friend of mine started hunting for a new kitchen setup, she was stuck at the classic, do I splurge on a high-end range or settle for a cheap combo that might leave her with more frustration than meals? She'd already measured the space, counted the burners she needed, and was nervous about spending a chunk of her budget on something that wouldn't fit her cooking style. I could hear the hesitation in her voice. What if the microwave is too tiny, or the range takes up the whole wall and looks out of place? That's the exact spot where a lot of people pause before they click add to cart. If you're feeling that same too, go for, the link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. COSMO's 2-piece kitchen appliance package tries to solve that dilemma in one go. It bundles a 30-inch slim over-the-range microwave, model COS-3012ORLP1SS, with a 36-inch slidein freestanding gas range, model COS-GRC366KB. At first glance the numbers look tidy, but the real question is whether those numbers translate into a kitchen that feels natural to use day to day, not just on the spec sheet. Let's start with the range. It's a 36-inch slidein, 6-burner gas cooktop paired with a 6.0 cubic foot oven. For anyone who cooks more than just boiled eggs, that oven capacity is a sweet spot. I've seen families fit 2 9-inch pizza stones side by side, or roast a 12-pound turkey without having to juggle trays. The 6 burners vary in size, so you can keep a pot simmering on the back while you sear a steak on the front. The slidein design means the range sits flush with the countertop, giving a seamless look that most people associate with higher-end models. In a real kitchen that's already cramped, that flush fit can save a couple of inches of visual clutter, which many users find surprisingly calming when they're juggling prep work. But the range isn't just about size. The burners have a decent flame response. Turn the knob up a notch and you see a noticeable increase in heat within seconds. That quick ramp up matters when you're trying to get a stir-fry sizzling or bring water to a boil for a pasta night. The oven's convection fan is modest but effective. It circulates heat enough to give cookies an even brown without needing to rotate the sheet halfway through. In my kitchen tests, the oven managed a batch of chocolate chip cookies in about 12 minutes, which is about the same as mid-range competitors. Now onto the microwave. The slim over-the-range label usually means you're sacrificing interior space for a lower profile that hangs above the stove. COSMO's unit is 30 inches wide, matching the range's width, and it's designed to sit right over the cooktop, freeing up countertop real estate. The interior capacity is about 1.2 cubic feet, which is enough for a standard dinner plate but not much more. If you regularly reheat large casserole dishes or bulk cook meals, you might find yourself opening the door to scrape the sides. That's a practical trade-off you'll have to weigh against the benefit of not losing a precious countertop inch. The microwave's control panel is straightforward, a digital display with preset buttons for popcorn, pizza, and defrost. I liked that the auto-cook function actually adjusts time based on the weight you input, which cuts down on the guesswork. The real kicker is that the microwave vent doubles as a range hood. It pulls steam and cooking odors up and out, which is a space-saving win for small kitchens that can't afford a separate vent hood. In practice, the vent is modest. It clears most stovetop steam in about a minute, but heavy sizzling or flam dishes will still fog up the kitchen a bit. That's not a deal-breaker, but it's something to keep in mind if you love high-heat cooking. Who should consider this package? First, anyone renovating a modestly sized kitchen. Think apartments, starter homes, or a secondary cooking space who wants a cohesive look without buying 2 mismatched appliances. The slidein range's flush design pairs nicely with the over-the-range microwave, creating a clean line that feels built-in. Second, cooks who need a reliable 6-burner surface and a decent oven volume without stepping into the premium price tier will find the range's performance solid for everyday meals. Third, families that don't regularly need a massive microwave can benefit from the space-saving design, especially if the countertop is already packed with a coffee maker, toaster, and prep bowls. On the flip side, there are clear reasons to skip this bundle. If you're a serious baker who relies on a large microwave for quick defrosts of big trays, the 1.2 cubic foot interior will feel cramped. Likewise, if you prefer a separate, More powerful vent hood perhaps because you do a lot of stir-fry or grill indoors. The built-in vent may not pull enough air for your taste, leading you to add a separate exhaust fan later on. Lastly, anyone looking for a premium-grade gas range with features like a built-in griddle, a dual oven setup, or a Wi-Fi enabled control panel will find the COSMO package functional. But